everyone, it's Sal here. Welcome back to another perfume video. So today I'm going to be showing you the very best long-lasting fragrances that I have in my collection. But before we get started today, if you're new here, then welcome. I make new videos every single week all about fragrances, so if that interests you, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber of mine, then welcome back and thank you so very much for all of your continued love and support. So you guys, let me just say I was brutal when I was deciding which ones were going to feature in this video. There were several that I wanted to feature because they last very well on me, but I've heard here and there that they don't necessarily last well on everybody. So I am only going to be talking about perfumes which I am like really confident will last well on everybody. These are like, dare I say, beast mode fragrances. So I really hope you'll enjoy this video. Maybe this will give you some ideas if you're looking for a fragrance which is going to be able to last all day and project very nicely. So the first one is a nice old classic kind of fragrance, and that is Poeme by Lancôme. So this one, if you're a fan of a kind of a big bouquet of florals, like mainly white florals and some yellow florals, with some amber and soft spices. So if you're a fan of fragrances like that with a kind of almost vintagey feeling about them, then I think you're gonna love this. So this one is kind of a riot of flowers basically. There's so many different florals in here, but there is kind of vanilla running through all of the notes. So the top, heart and base notes, there's vanilla kind of running all throughout, as well as some rich warm amber to give this fragrance a nice kind of almost slightly spicy warmth to it. It's truly stunning, you guys. It's kind of sweet in like an ambery way and like a slightly vanillic way, but it's not what I would consider like a really sweet fragrance. It's sweet in a really nice way though, and this one, you guys, is very strong indeed. This one lasts all day and then some, projects really well, it's just really strong. Actually, quite a lot of Lancome fragrances are quite strong, like a lot of them do last very well. This is certainly one of the strongest fragrances that I've ever come across from Lancome. It's really nice, particularly if you're a fan of very floral fragrances, ambery fragrances, or slightly kind of vintagey fragrances, then definitely check this one out. Next up is a completely different fragrance, and that is the original Chloe. So this one was actually in my declutter video, I think. Like, I was going to get rid of this one, but I've actually decided to keep it because I wore it to work one day and it lasted all day, and it actually kind of lifted my mood. Like, it's a very bright, sparkly, peony kind of fragrance, and I think it has something in here giving it that bright, sparkly, almost sharpness, and I'm trying to remember what that is. I don't know if it's maybe rhubarb. I really can't remember what the note is that's giving it that kind of bright sharpness. I'll try and find out and then I'll insert, I'll mention it in the video. But it's like a bright, sparkly, strong, sweet, kind of sparkling rose and peony fragrance basically. This one is so nice. It's very bubbly, very happy, very girly. Sweet, playful, quite fun, very feminine indeed. And although it is all of those things, I do think that it's, you know, fine for like a professional setting as well. I just wouldn't overspray it if you were wearing this to like a more serious occasion, or if you're wearing it to a professional setting. I just wouldn't overspray, but you could still get away with it. It's beautiful, really nice fragrance, and very long lasting indeed. So that is the original Chloe. Next up today is the original La Nuit Trésor. This one is a complete powerhouse. This one is so long lasting, it's so strong, and it's beautiful, but it's not for everybody. I've heard very mixed opinions on this one. Some people just don't get it. Some people it really doesn't sit right with them, and actually that was basically how I reacted when I first smelled it. So I smelt it and I kind of thought, like, what on earth? Like, I was just very caught off guard with it. Like, I didn't know how to take it, if you know what I mean, because it has so much going on. And it really wasn't for me, first of all. But then I kind of mulled it over for a while and I gave it another try, and then I fell in love with it. So I love it, but I know that it's not for everybody, basically. It's like not a very safe blind buy, I wouldn't say, but it is very long lasting. Like, if you want a strong statement fragrance, which is very, very flirty and perfect for an evening out, then look no further than this one. It is really beautiful in that way, in the sense that everyone will be able to smell you. It's kind of dark, rich, boozy and fruity, and it has like caramel as well, so it's very kind of like flirty and seductive and all of those things. So it's perfect for like going out for drinks, going on a date, all of those kind of scenarios, and it's good if you want something that you know other people are going to be able to smell on you. So that's when I wear this one. I wear this when I go somewhere, mostly when I'm actually going out and I want other people to be able to smell me, is when I reach for this one here. So this one, to me anyway, is a perfect balance of like fruits with kind of your incense, like it's slightly smoky, it's like sweet with your coffee and your caramel. Oh, it's just beautiful, you guys. Like I adore this one, but I wouldn't say that it's a safe blind buy. Like it's definitely not a safe blind buy, so just be wary because it's not like for everybody. But oh my goodness gracious me, like if this works for you, I think you'll really, really enjoy this one. Oh my gosh, you guys, this one is amazing. It's actually a few people have said that it's like niche quality, and I just have to agree. Like it does have that very unusual, unique quality to it that you would typically expect from like a niche fragrance. It's just excellent, and it's very, very long lasting. Next up is Angel Muse by Mugler. This one is a complete powerhouse again. This one is very rich, warm and spicy, kind of sweet but not overly so. Be wary of this one again. Like I wouldn't say this is a safe blind buy, like not at all. And I don't know how much I like this. It's a funny one. Like I own it and I like the fact that I own it, but I have to be in the right mood for it, otherwise I just don't want to wear it. So like I have to be in a very specific mood to actually enjoy wearing this, if you know what I mean. It's quite strong. I think basically for me personally, this is like exclusively an autumn winter kind of fragrance. I wouldn't really be that interested in this like any other time of the year, just because to me this is more for cold weather, but that's just my own personal opinion on it. It's a very warm, kind of spicy, rich hazelnut chocolate, vetiver kind of, so it's a bit like kind of aromatic as well. Aromatic, sweet, creamy, spicy, warm, rich, and quite alluring actually. The funny thing with this one actually, and I've definitely noticed this, I would much, much prefer to smell this on somebody else rather than on me. This is the kind of fragrance that honestly, if I smelt this on somebody, I would find it completely magnetic, like it would be beautiful. So the sillage is actually very, very beautiful on this one, but actually when I'm wearing it myself, it can sometimes be a little bit too much. So that's kind of interesting, but that's Angel Muse. Next up is a favourite of mine actually. I completely adore this fragrance, and it is Guerlain Intense by Guerlain. This one is amazing, you guys. It's kind of like a richer, deeper, more intoxicating version of the original Guerlain, basically. This one has musk in it. The original Guerlain does not. This one has richer, like woody notes. It's more aromatic, it's heavier. It has more vanilla in it, or like the vanilla in it is more intense. Just a rich, intense, woody, aromatic, slightly herbal with the lavender, rich and vanillic, soft, rounded, beautiful fragrance, you guys. This one is actually quite unusual in this list, in the sense that yes, it's long lasting, yes, it projects and all of that. I can always smell it on myself when I wear this. I can smell it on myself all day. However, the actual smell itself is quite smooth and rounded. Initially, when you first spray it, there's a little bit of harshness, but that kind of softens out, and it becomes like in the dry down, in the majority of the wear basically. So like for the majority of the day that it's going to be on your skin, it's a smooth, rounded, beautiful, soft scent. It's strong, but it's soft, basically. It's a little bit sweet as well, but it's not overly sweet. It's like a nice level of sweetness though. This is a more subtle kind of level of sweetness if you're looking for something a bit more natural smelling. So this smells kind of almost like raw natural ingredients, which gives off like a natural level of sweetness. There's nothing that smells like synthetic in here. Very good quality, just beautiful really. It's kind of a heavier version of the original Mugler Alien, and it just has a bit more oomph. So this one is excellent if you're looking for a long-lasting fragrance that doesn't really like pack a punch. Like this one doesn't, it's not in your face, it doesn't pack a punch in any kind of way like that, but people will be able to smell it on you. Like it's a strong fragrance, but it's a soft fragrance, if you know what I mean. It's really, really beautiful. I absolutely love this one. So that is Mugler Alien Intense. Next up today is La Belle L'eau by Lancome. Basically, actually, hang on a minute. So I'm gonna pair these two together because these are both from the La Belle line, and they both have like the similar kind of longevity and projection and everything like that. Everything I'm about to say for these two basically more or less applies to like all of the La Belles, because I did used to own the original. I really like that one, and that one is also very, very long lasting. So basically all of the La Belles from what I've experienced are really long lasting. I don't know if the oils are like really concentrated or something, I don't know what it is, but they're all so strong. Like the actual smell is very like out there, like it's very noticeable. People are definitely going to smell it on you. Like I've smelt this on people a few times. Like you do definitely notice it, and it does create like quite a nice scent bubble around you. They're beautiful. This one is the eclat version is like an orange blossom bomb. Basically it's full of like orange blossom. That's kind of the prominent note I get from this actually. It kind of has the La Belle DNA sort of, but it's not really as intense. This doesn't have like the same level of patchouli, so this isn't as deep. This is more like it's not linear, like it's still deep, but it's not as deep as the original La Belle. That one has more layers. This one doesn't have as many layers, but it's still very strong. And the star of the show in this one is definitely the orange blossom. This one here is like really, really strong, you guys. Maybe even slightly stronger than the eclat, I'm not sure. They're both really strong, but this one is like intense. This one is like concentrated, it's got whipped cream, it's sweet, it's like really, really sweet. Almost too sweet actually, in my opinion. And this one has a lot of depth to it. It has hazelnut. This is the La Belle L'eau de Parfum Intense, by the way. This is like the intense version. Really nice, basically like La Belle, but with kind of a nutty vibe, a whipped cream vibe, and like more, like just more intense, sweet, in your face kind of. But it is still kind of smooth, like it's not as sharp, it's not as bright and sparkly as the original La Belle, this one. It's not like bright and sparkly, but it still kind of packs a punch, like it's still really strong. Yeah, this one's really nice. I don't actually reach for this one very often just because it is very intense. Like I think if I was going somewhere specific, like quite dressed up, and I wanted a fragrance to make a statement, then I would consider reaching for this one, but it's quite out there, so I always find that it's like not really suitable for like day-to-day wear. Like this one to me isn't like the most versatile fragrance ever. Just because it's so strong, and like if you spray it, it's gonna last for like days on your clothes. So that's another reason why I don't reach for this one, just because like I don't know if it's the kind of smell that I would want lingering for like literally up to a week on my clothes. I'm not sure. I still like it though, it's still nice. But certainly if you're looking for a long-lasting powerhouse fragrance that other people are going to be able to smell and most likely give you compliments on, then I would look just at the La Belle line in general. So the original one is a really great option for that. You can't go far wrong with that one. It's very, very likeable. If you wanted something a bit more versatile, a bit more professional smelling, then you could maybe try the eclat version. Like if you enjoy something more floral based, more orange blossom, and a bit more like citrusy and fresh, this one. If you are looking for like a complete thick, sugary, sweet, intense like evening fragrance, I would check out the L'eau de Parfum Intense. But as I say, all of them are really strong fragrances. Projection, sillage, longevity, everything like that is really excellent with these fragrances. So that is the La Belle line. Next up is Elixir de Marveilles by Hermes. So this one is like a real powerhouse, you guys. This one is so strong, but almost like not even in a good way, because I'm not loving this one anymore. Like, this was actually in my declutter video as well, I think. It's a nice fragrance. It's orangey, it's balsamic, it's kind of very balsamic actually, in almost like a tangy way. It reminds me of like Christmas spices and like orange, that kind of thing. Very orangey, very woody, very balsamic, and kind of sweet in like a dripping amber kind of way. It's beautiful actually, but the only thing with this one is, for some reason, it really got on my nerves after a while. Like, it's a very particular kind of smell, and if you go off it, like if it gets annoying, then I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like a really beautiful fragrance, but because it's so strong, like I think you could maybe get sick of it quickly, but that's just my opinion. I mean, lots of people probably love this, I don't really know. But it's still very good. It's a good quality fragrance. I have worn quite a lot of it. Like, I got this a few years ago, like maybe 2-3 years ago. And it's only really been this year that I got sick of it. So I did get like quite a good wear out of it, first of all. So I really enjoyed having it like the first year or so, and then I just kind of got a little bit tired of it. But certainly if you enjoy orangey, woody, slightly spiced, balsamic kind of fragrances, then I think you're gonna love this. So yeah, I was really into this at one point, but not so much anymore. But without a doubt, this one is super strong, like almost too strong if you ask me. It's the kind of thing that you have to like wash off, and then even then you may even still smell it like a tiny bit. So yeah, that is Elixir de Marveilles by Hermes. Next up are my Parfum de Marly fragrances. I don't know if the same can be said for all of the Parfum de Marly fragrances. These are the only two that I really have like properly tried, and these are the two that I own. But certainly these two are really long lasting and very strong. So this one is my beloved Delina Exclusif. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning rose fragrance, kind of bright and effervescent with the pear initially, and then it's got your rose, your creamy woods and vanilla. It's just absolutely beautiful, you guys. It's powdery, it's classy, it's feminine, quite dressy, really nice for special occasions, that kind of thing. And this one is so long lasting. It's a compliment getter as well. I mean, I've only really had like 1 or 2 compliments on this one, but the thing is, like, I never really get compliments. And I have actually had 1 or 2 compliments with this. So the thing is, people can definitely smell it on you when you wear it. So if you're looking for a good quality, likeable, gorgeous, feminine fragrance that everyone is going to be able to smell on you, then look no further than this one, or even the original Delina. That one's really popular as well, but my personal favourite is the Delina Exclusive, but it's just your own preference really. And I've also got Athalia here. This one again is like super strong and long lasting. This one is a very powdery, musky amber fragrance with like incense, with iris, amber, maybe a touch of vanilla, and orange blossom as well. It's stunning, you guys. This one is beautiful. It's got that warm, rich amber in it, almost similar to the amber in Alien. Beautiful powdery, musky amber kind of fragrance, and this one packs a punch. This one is really strong as well, and it's very feminine. So both of these, without a doubt, are powerhouses, I suppose. Very strong anyway, and they give off a beautiful sillage. Next one shouldn't come as a huge surprise, and that is Alien by Mugler. This one, I'm sure everybody knows, it's like really strong fragrance. It kind of has like a bit of a reputation for being a powerhouse. I would agree, it's very strong, very long lasting, gives off a beautiful sillage. You can definitely smell it on yourself when you wear it. Very strong, beautiful fragrance, great value for money, and the bottle is refillable, so I love that about it. I did just get the 30ml because A, you don't need to spray that much of it because it's very strong, and B, I can refill it anyway. So I think this came in a gift set as well actually, so that's why I ended up getting the 30ml. But this one is stunning, you guys. I love it. A beautiful rich jasmine and amber and woody fragrance. It's very feminine, very seductive, magnetic, and really intriguing. I just love this fragrance. It's kind of strange, but that's why I love it so much. Oh my goodness, I love this one. Extremely long lasting, so if you want a fragrance that like most people in the room will be able to smell on you, then this one would do the trick. And last of all is Roses Vanille by Mancera. This one is really, really strong, you guys. Like literally every single fragrance I've shown you are like the strongest fragrances I have in my collection, like seriously strong. This one is no exception to that. This one is really strong. It projects, it lasts like all day. It's very, very strong fragrance. If you like very sweet, inoffensive, likeable, rosy kind of vanilla fragrances, I think you're gonna love this. It has like sugar notes in here, aquatic notes in the top notes, and it dries down to a very rich, cakey vanilla fragrance with kind of a hint of rose as well. I would say that the vanilla is actually more prominent than the rose in this fragrance. It's addictive, it's really nice, slightly boozy. Absolutely stunning fragrance, and I love it. I have actually gone through this one quite a lot. It doesn't look like it, but I have worn this one so many times. The bottle is really good value for money. It's like 120 mils, so it's gonna last you a really long time because you don't need to spray that much, and it's just there's actually a lot of liquid in here, and it's pretty good value for money, I think. Okay, you guys, there we have it. My absolute longest lasting, strongest beast mode fragrances in my collection, without a doubt. As I say, there were others that I was going to mention in this video, but I was like brutal. Like I was really pernickety about which ones I actually was going to mention, because I wanted to make sure that every single fragrance that you see in this video is like guaranteed to be strong, long lasting, perform well, and all of those things. If that is the sort of fragrance you're looking for, I really hope that this video has been helpful for you. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more perfume videos, and I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.